Welcome to magnificent Manus Province in our wonderful country, Papua New Guinea. In this episode, we will visit Lorengau and the main commercial hub of Manus Province. We will see historic remnants from the Second World War, and we will then travel out and visit some of the islands that also form part of the province and go in search of orchids that are only found here and nowhere else in the world. But first, we travelled by traditional outrigger canoe to Ahus Island to see a magnificent Sing Sing group. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to be here. It took so long.
Let's go.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here on your beautiful island. I've seen your island many, many times before because I always go down to Sori, where all my tumbles are. You see, but I've never stopped here. This is my first time. My first time I've actually stopped and said hello. So thanks to Andy from the Cultural Commission of Manus Provincial Government, we're here. Now we're here for a reason. And the reason is to promote your culture and your traditions and show it to the rest of the world. Now, Mr. Glenn Armstrong here, he's now working with Air Niugini, and this documentary will be put on all the in-flight movies when you travel on the plane. So when people come to Papua New Guinea, they will see your island, you and your beautiful province. And that's what's going to be shown on Air Niugini. So this is going to promote your country, your province and your village on Air Niugini, so people will see that and say, wow, I need to go and have a look at that province. I need to go and have a look at that Sing Sing. I want to see the choka bird. I want to see this beautiful province called Manus.
Justin, want them all delegation below you come along here. Ahus welcome him you fly along come along this island. This island population belong any close to thousand. Me play got all picking me plow, big blind me plow test. 3 house boy go pass along marking this island no side no custom. Me welcome him you play come on this island. Me have a marshal some you play select him. Pick him or some who's and me come along one area where you play like long come visit him. And big place for me play. All development, no establishment, belum pula staff no upside. That is supposed to play like looking behind. But long come long here, you will come and you play come.
You saw they finish. One for you. You saw they Now, Manus is located in the Bismarck Sea, which is the northernmost point of Papua New Guinea. The island is one of many in a group of islands that make up the entire province. Manus Island has a population of over 40,000 people, and on the island is the capital of Manus Province, Lorengau. When you fly into Manus, you will arrive at Momate Airport, which is located on nearby Los Negros Island. The island of Los Negros is joined to the main island by this single-lane bridge, which you cross over when you go to Lorengau. Now, Manus is the 5th largest island in Papua New Guinea. So as you can see by the map, it's reasonably big at about 2,100 square kilometres. During the Second World War, the small islands that form Manus Province became a big strategic importance to both the Japanese and the Americans as both powers fought to gain supremacy. Manus was originally occupied by the Japanese, who established a small base in April 1942 near the village of Rossen on Manus Island. They also built the first landing strip entirely by manpower at the eastern point of Los Negros Island, where the current airstrip is located. On February 29, 1944, during World War II, the islands were invaded in Operation Brewer, led by American General Douglas MacArthur. MacArthur actually came to Manus on the flagship Phoenix to oversee the operation as the Americans drove the Japanese out and claimed Manus as their own. Victory in Manus came at a total cost of 326 American and 3,280 Japanese lives. The Americans quickly built a big base at Siedler Harbour that included wharves and an air base. The base is still used today by the PNG Defence Force. What fascinates me most is the Lonial Passage and these old American war barges that are lying on the banks and rusting away and are being taken over by the mangroves. They are a ghostly reminder of the Second World War and how the peace on these islands must have been shattered more than 60 years ago. Now we've travelled all the way from Lorengau to Karon village to find the elusive green Manus snail that features prominently on the Manus provincial flag. Now to tell us all about it, let's talk to Alfred James.
Okay, how long pine all green snail? We only stop na where by pine time you like making garden, mostly me pla online long place me place a pine all green snail and only stop any need lip. Now mostly time you make him garden, time you cut him garden go down and by pine plant it through balls crawl on top along the way. Now you know green snail that's all me play got plenty all kind snail, can also yellow color, one time black. It got black itself, and I got brownish color, and I got plenty more, also white twist up. So, but the most one, the lovely one when me place I like him, green snail. Okay, me play is about making me come up all same long basket, lo bilas blow basket. Na me play some making all same long come up long earring, na necklace, how me place a produce him all come up also.
The Manus green snail is an endangered species, and there is very little known about the threats that it's now currently facing. One organisation preserving natural flora and fauna is the National Museum of Papua New Guinea. So let's go and take a look at some of the work being done in the field of conservation.
here at the museum, we display artifacts, so traditional items, basically like totem poles, fishing nets, kundu drums, fighting shells, bows and arrows, you name it. And also birds, shells. That is basically what we do here at the museum to educate the general public. My department basically we deal with wildlife on the land. That includes birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and snails. So a little bit about Manus green tree snails. Basically, we have really haven't done any research on this particular snail, but we're thinking of putting some conservation plan in place to basically protect this particular snail, because it cannot be found anywhere else in PNG or in the world today. So what we would like to do in future is basically put up a conservation plan in place and to protect this particular snail on the island. Yeah, these Manus green tree snails, as I said, only found on Manus Island. It cannot be found anywhere else in PNG, except on the island of Manus. So basically what I would like to say here is that these Manus green tree snails are here today, that people are starting to sell them at the market, harvesting them from the bush and selling them, and that is not good. What I would like to emphasize here is basically people who want to sell these Manus green tree snails should farm them and sell them, and not harvesting from the bush and selling them. That's what I would like to emphasize.